Welcome to Empowered Heart to Heart, where you'll hear messages of hope, conversations that heal, and interviews that empower. Well, hey, this is Dr. Rhonda Simmons, and I had to hop on real quick today for this special episode of Empowered Heart to Heart because I needed to share some exciting news and celebrations and announcements with you, and I just wanted to take a few minutes to do that. First of all, I want to thank every single listener to our podcast. I watch over our analytics like a hawk, and I am telling you that I appreciate every single listener, every single downloader of our podcast, because you are what keeps me coming back time and time again. In fact, that's a part of my celebration. We've been doing this podcast now for over 2 years, and I am thrilled to say that we went global well over a year ago, and we've been downloaded in at least 10 countries and more and counting. And so I'm excited about that. We have over 2,200 downloads so far. But here's the best part. On this past weekend, I was watching my analytics, and I don't know what happened, where it happened, or for whom it happened, but we had a super surge in downloads over this past weekend. Between October 12th and October 13th, we had about 150 new downloads of our podcast. Woohoo! I am so excited about that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so altogether we have over 2,200 downloads for our podcast. Here's what I am hoping for, and I'm hoping that you'll partner with me on. I want to hit the 3,000 mark before December 31st. And so I'm counting on you to share this podcast with your friends, because you know this is your one-stop shop for messages of hope, conversations that heal, and interviews that empower. And so you want to be a part of what's going on this particular podcast. I know you have choices, but there's only one me. Let me tell you, there is not a twin anywhere like me. And so you want to be a part, you want to be in the podcast room with me whenever we release new episodes, because I'm constantly looking for quality people to interview on our podcast who align with our core values, who align with the mission of our podcast, so that I can bring you some positive information and you can be empowered by it. And so I just wanted to share in that particular celebration. I also wanted to let you know you have an opportunity to meet me live. I would say in person, but as close as it'll be, because we're all over the world here. But it'll be global. I'll be live. It is our EmpowHER Women's Leadership Virtual Mixer. It's an opportunity for high-achieving women to network and get together. I will be in the room. I'll be giving the keynote address during the mixer. Is only going to be about 90 minutes. It is happening on Tuesday, October the 29th at 11 a.m. Central Time. You'll need to adjust that for your time zone. The description and all the links that you need, well, you really only need one link to register for this free event. It'll be in the description around this podcast. And so make sure you register for it. It is free, absolutely free. It will cost you nothing, but it will cost you something if you miss it. And so you don't want to miss this opportunity to network, because you don't know who knows whom and who has what connections. And so get in the room with us, because I coach high-achieving women, Christian women in business and leadership, who are struggling to balance their marriages, their callings, and their careers due to burnout. And so get in the room with me. This is what I do. And so if you fit that scenario, or you know someone who does, if you are a Christian woman, a high achieving Christian woman you got it all together as far as business and leadership is concerned, but you're struggling with life balance because of burnout, then get in the room with me. On Tuesday, October the 29th, we are going to have a blast. We're going to have speed networking. We're going to have a panel discussion. We're going to have a Q&A session. It's going to be everything. You do not want to miss it. So click the link around this podcast so that you can get in the room, and that's the only way you will get the Zoom information. And so you have to register to get the Zoom information. So I'm going to be looking for you. I am so super excited. We can do this. We can make the 3,000 mark for downloads before the end of the year. We can fill the room, the Zoom room, with hungry people, hungry not so much for food, but hungry people who want to know, how do I find that life balance? We're even going to be talking about imposter syndrome. How do I overcome imposter syndrome with confidence? Yeah, you want to get in the room with me. It is free, so don't tell me money is an object. Whatever your currency is in your country, you'll be able to keep it. You won't give me anything. It is absolutely free. And I think free is applicable to any country in the world. And so make sure you're there. Make sure you come in. Let me know that you're there. I am so super excited about this opportunity. So I'm going to be looking for you on October the 29th. I'm also going to be watching my analytics because I want to see people downloading this podcast, because this lets me know that I am putting out content that you want to hear, and I want to keep it coming. And so make sure you like, you comment, you share. Do what you have to do to let your friends know, hey, this is what's happening on Empowered Heart to Heart. So as I always end our episodes, until the next time, be blessed, be encouraged, but most of all, be empowered. And I'll see you on the next edition of Empowered Heart to Heart.